While individuals facing financial challenges may prioritize their individual or basic needs, there are still some expenses that they may find very difficult to avoid. Regardless of their finances or their budget, keep in mind this is a way of just spending money that you just don't have. The very first thing we are going to discuss, let's get it out the way, cigarettes and booze. People without money or broke people will always find $5 to $10 to spend on a pack of cigarettes and always find a way to get alcohol. They will find a way to get that booze, which in many cases, if you're at home, you probably drink a bottle. A bottle could cost anywhere from $10 to $20. And a drink, I know in most of the venues that I've been in, cost anywhere from $12 to $19 a drink. But people without money always seem to find a way to get a cigarette and some booze. Despite their financial situation, many people will find a way to get tattoos as well. They believe tattoo is a way of expressing themselves, and so they will go out and purchase a tattoo knowing that they have very little money, possibly to even eat. Tattoos can range anywhere from $50 to thousands. It all depends on the type of tattoo. But if you don't have it, you just swipe it. And many people are swiping. Let's not forget acrylic nails. I know they look great and I love to see them also. But please, please, please remember that if you are struggling financially, do you really want to spend that money on those nails? Well, I have you to know that many people that are in financial straits are at a point where they don't know where their next meal may come from, seem to find a way to get their nails done. Again, I don't know personally, but I heard and I've seen where nails can cost anywhere from $50 to $100, $150. It also depends on the service you're getting. But nails is one of those things that people seem to find money for. The other thing is, and I am in no way bashing anyone, but hair extensions and eyelashes. We see it everywhere. There are people wearing extensions and eyelashes, and I would be the first to say that it looks great. It looks beautiful in many, many cases. But for some reason, broke people will find that $100, $200, $300 to spend on hair extensions and eyelashes. I understand many of you would say, well, you don't have to spend that much. Well, even if you're spending less than $100, you still can't afford it. But for some reason, broke people find a way to get their hands on hair extensions and eyelashes. The next one is huge lottery tickets. We all know that the lottery is anywhere from $300, $500, I think $600 million is somewhere around there even right now. But broke people who don't have money for other things like their necessities will always find a way to get lottery tickets. Many will tell you that that's an investment, and you can argue if it is or not. But when you are broke, you may want to think differently or take a second look at where you're spending your money. Broke people love lottery tickets and they buy a lot of them. Another way we see poor spending would be for pets that they can't afford. For some reason, a lot of people that are struggling financially will go out and adopt a pet or have pets and they can't afford them. They can't afford to adequately care for the pet, feed the pet, give the pet all the nurturing that they need and all the vet visits and the grooming and all those things. But they seem to go out and get pets. This is a huge expense that possibly could have been avoided if other decisions were made regarding getting a pet. Maybe you love pets, I love pets, but there's a time and a place for everything. And when you are in financial straits, it's not a time to have those pets. If you find you have a pet, I really would tell you to consider adoption if by chance you can't afford a pet, because a pet deserves to be taken care of. But I am in no way telling you to give your pet away if that's your therapy dog or if you have a personal tie. But I am telling you that your pet deserves to be taken care of adequately. The next area would be on expensive cars or car parts. Many people that are riding around in these expensive cars many times cannot afford them. They oftentimes are wondering how they're going to make their payments, or their living condition is suffering because they have this high car note. Or you will see people that accessorize their cars to the nth degree, usually are people that can't afford it. But for some reason, broke people want to spend thousands of dollars on these things that they cannot afford. New Jordans. Yep, I said it. New Jordans. Many people that are walking around with new Jordans can't afford them. But they have them. Broke people will find a way to get the things that they want, and new Jordans is high up on the list. Again, you're paying $150, $250, $300 for new Jordans when you can find adequate footwear for a lot less. But broke people find a way to get them. People are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars for name brand clothing when they can't afford it. Let's face it, guys, many people think that they can afford these things and they cannot. But they find a way to get them, especially those people that don't have the money to do so. The last thing, vacations. Not just vacations, but vacations on borrowed funds. Broke people will find a way to swipe a vacation knowing they don't have the money to actually pay for the vacation, but they will go on vacation on borrowed funds and use a card while on vacation, the vacation that they can't afford. But broke people do it and have done it, spending thousands and thousands of dollars doing so. The last thing I will stress today is eating out. Yeah, we all know that many people eat out. In fact, the vast majority of us eat out at some point. But broke people seem to eat out sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And we know that a Happy Meal or a McDonald's meal these days could be $9 to $15. And we know if you're eating out 3 times a day, that is somewhere north of $45 a day, which is a lot of money for a person that don't have any. But broke people seem to find a way to spend their money on takeout. Now, I am not bashing anyone in any type of way, but what I am doing is bringing awareness to the fact that people will do what they want to do with whatever access to funds they have. Let's make a difference by starting to change our behaviors so we can take those monies, save them, and invest them in things that are going to appreciate over a period of time. So if you've watched this video, I want you to tell me in the comments how much money you will save by changing those behaviors. Until next time.